Hey chat, how you doing? Hope you're having a good time. I am cold. It's cold in here. I had a really nice hot bowl of soup and I was like, oh my god, it's so warm. I'm gonna take my jumper off. And then I stopped eating my soup and it was cold and depressing and I'm not happy. I'm not gonna turn the heater on because my partner's gonna be home soon and I want to see if he wants the heater. But otherwise, we're feeling pretty good. Good soup. It was good soup. It was excellent soup, even, dare I say. 1 second. Alright, so we have a couple of not commission pieces, but we have a couple of redeems from the charity live stream that we have to fulfill today. Last week we got through like 2 goobs, which is all well and good, except I have 5 goobs left and a full body, full render piece. So we're gonna be busy for a while. I'm gonna finish off the goobs today, I think, because the goobs are really easy to, like, kind of pump out. And the goobs today are, like, all 5 of them are the same character, because we had a really generous donator who donated $100 to the whole thing. And so in exchange, they want 5 silly little goobs. So, right now, I'm debating whether or not I want to give them all the same pose, because they specified different expressions. And I think, for the sake of the goobs, we are going to give them different poses to match the different expressions. It's just a matter of trying to figure out which pose best fits which expression. So I think I'm actually going to turn this layer off. I'm going to have a separate layer underneath and just write down the expressions that they were after. Let me see. I can't see you guys while I'm doing this. My phone just went off. What was that? Oh, it was PayPal. Of course it was PayPal. Okay, so this last one, surprise emote. They don't want a surprised expression. They literally just want me to pick an expression. So that'll be fun. Keen for that. BRB, I'm having a nosebleed. Jesus. Never a dull moment with you, is there, Rogue? Honestly. You're here. Hello. Welcome in. Alright, we're gonna really quickly... I think I'm just gonna cheat a little bit. Because this is just a sketch, doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to free transform that. So the first one, I kind of had the idea that, like, the expression, the face is going to be kind of, like, off-tilter, like this, right? But I want to draw them, like, sitting down. 1 second, I have to cough chat. I'm so sorry, chat. I swear I'm not sick anymore, but the cough is not going away. So for the first one, which was just supposed to be a blank expression, I think what I'd like to do is just kind of have them kind of slumped over on the floor like this. Give them some hands. Now my thing is, are we gonna give them a kind of like a more feral look and have their leg up like this? Can I have the big eyes like that? Or are we going to stick the legs out like this? I kind of like the idea of the legs being up, the feral look. Oh, hi Chai, how you doing? Chai, I got a notification on my PayPal. Do you have any idea what that could be? Do you have any possible idea what that could have been? Because I am completely clueless, of course. I do not know what this mysterious transaction was. Alright, so I think we're gonna put the leg, like, here. And the foot will kind of be, like, behind the hands, I feel. So this will be that, and then we'll get rid of this bit here. Right, I think I like this. He just looks a little silly, so... But, like, silly good. We want silly. So I think, just to make sure it looks correct, I'm gonna fill that in. and then we'll grab hand, which means this bit is gone. This time the foot will be in the front, I think, so we'll grab the foot like this, and hand will be in the back like that, if that makes sense. It makes sense to me. When I clean it up, it'll make sense. Just a silly little guy, a little goobus, if you will, a goobus boobus. There we go. I'm gonna make the neck a bit shorter, I think. There we go. Now, I can't remember if this thing has a tail. Let me quickly... It does. Ah, it's like a foxtail. Okay, that's all good, that's all good, that's all good. Got it under control? Oh, that's good. Alright, so... Tail, for the time being, we will put... like here. Leave that right there. I gotta put the reference on the screen. It just means I'm not gonna be able to see chat for a hot second, but that's okay. So we're gonna grab... The hair is kind of interesting. It's like a... Ow! I'm assuming that was Jake. I can't see right now, but I'm assuming that was Jake. Hi, Jake. Ow! Okay, jeez. Jake's really angry today. Oh! It is Jake. Hi, Jake. That last one was rogue, though. You nasties. I think they've got the same cheek fluff. Oh, no, not quite. Not quite. Not quite the same. I was gonna say, I think they have the same cheek fluff as me, but it kind of comes in on itself like that. Might turn that one off for a second. There we go. Alright, easy, 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 easy. And then I can just get rid of these bits. I have another ear like there. There. And then when I finish this goob will become the reference, if that makes sense. There we go. Okay, cool. So they've got... I don't think they have pants, because I don't see any legs in any of these shots. But that's okay, because it's a furry, and furries don't need to wear pants, as everybody knows. Time for me to pass out. Good night, Chai. Have a good speepy. I will probably hear from you tomorrow, maybe. Alright, there we go. Again, I can't see the cuffs. Pants would be black, but no pants works. Okay. I think I might do no pants, if that's okay with you, just because black hoodie on black sweatpants might look a little bit, I don't know the word for what I'm looking for, but it might not look the greatest. Whereas because the head is white, you'll have white, black, and then white, and then the pattern will kind of make it look a little bit nicer, if that makes sense. But if you want pants, I can give you pants. We're gonna fill this. I keep pressing P. I am using, like, I was using an animation program all day, and the animation program, every time I press spacebar to move, it, like, changes my tool, so I press P after I press spacebar to bring it back to the pencil. But my art program doesn't do that, so now I have to, like, reteach myself not to press P every time I'm done with something. Usually do gray lines for connecting parts? Usually, but this is my art style, so... I'm kidding, I'm kidding. This is just the sketch. This is just, like, me filling things out. There we go. Yeah, the muscle memory is going hard. I've been using that program almost every day, for the past, like, 2 weeks. So the this will be the other leg. Again, you don't really see the legs, but I think what would be really fun is if we give him like a little bit of puppies. There we go. So we'll kind of keep the foot round like that. Yeah. So maybe don't tilt it down. Hang on. There we go. We do love little puffies in this house. Little boofs. Big old boofies. Where is my big old boofy? He's sleeping on the chair. Alright, let's see. So the hood part will kind of be like back here. So boom, 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 boom. Kind of have it kind of like that. And then on this side, it would be like boom, boom, and then boom, boom, boom. Kind of like that. Except maybe... yeah. I don't know why. I like when the hood of the character drapes over the shoulders a little bit. So I always have the hoods be like... well, probably because I like to draw characters with kind of big heads. So like the hood has to be big enough for the head, so it kind of droops over the shoulders most of the time. I think it's cute. There we go. The tail can stay as it is, it's just gotta have some, like that. Now this whole underlayer, except for the tail, can go. Cool. So now for the fun part, the eyes. My goobs always have huge eyes. Let's do this. Maybe we get it. Ooh, wrong button, Jesus. A wee bit smaller. There we go. Damn, this goes really hard. This is the Shadow the Hedgehog mix that I've got on, by the way. This goes really hard. Alright, big eyebrows too. I love doing big eyebrows for the goobies. There we go. And because it's supposed to be blank, I think we will literally just... It looks so stupid. It looks so stupid affectionate though, you know what I mean? Alright, so I need to do like the inside of the tufts for the ears, and then I think I'm also going to make this bigger, just because it doesn't match the other one. Alright, cool. And the other one has... okay, so it's like a... like that, and then there's like fluff on the inside of the ear. Oh, but it's also got like this. I think I'm going to take a creative liberty here, if that's alright. And instead of having the fluffles at the bottom, we're just going to have the... hang on. We're just going to have the fluff of the ear connect in on itself like that. Huge eyebrows, man. Ooge. We love it. He does have a small crown. It's not... oh, it's in the first drawing. It's in the first drawing. I just wasn't sure if the first drawing was, like, legit or not, because the first drawing, he doesn't have his hair. So I was like, oh, is it a crown or hair? Or, like, maybe it was just a silly doodle. So I just looked at the other ones. But that's okay. We give him... there you go. Easy. Alright, I'm gonna open one of my other goobs. Let's find the goobs that we did last week for Skinner. 1 second. Where is it? Oh yeah, Skinner. Let's do... where are they? Oh yeah. This is the Photoshop file, so it'll be fine. Grab this purple, and then I also want to like try and get the brush size kind of similar. That's too small. Could be that. I think it's actually one size bigger. Yeah, there we go. Found it. It's brush size 4. Oop. Sorry, I thought I heard someone outside my door. Like, who in the, like, fuckity fuck is that? Actually, am I allowed to play this music? Will I get copyright struck if I play this? I might. I might get copyright struck if I do this. I really wanted Shadow the Hedgehog beats. But I think this might be copyright struck. Maybe. I know for a fact this one is not. Well, at least not all of this one is.
Early access deals.
Oh no, an ad. Get out of here. Ew, 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 ew. I can skip it now. I know this one is mostly copyright free, aside from the occasional song. So maybe we'll leave this one on. I really wanted Shadow the Hedgehog beats, but then they just full up started playing Live and Learn. I'm like, I don't think I can have that. Hey Skinner, welcome in. How are you? We're working on some goobers tonight. The character design for this one is relatively simple, so I'm hoping we can get through more than 2. Because last week we were only able to get through like your 2 ones. Have you ever seen the biomechanical mainframe of a computer drive? It's inside the minds of Themi and they get... I have no idea what this is talking about. Good for you though. Great. Or I'm sorry, whichever one best fits. I'm not reading all that. There we go. I'm a basic B for real. It's good sometimes. I'll come up with characters with like super complex designs, but then every time I draw them, like they lose one detail about their design. And eventually they just get really simplified. And I'm like, you know what? This is fine. I'm fine with this. Like Haley from my graphic novel, Forget Me Not Aconite, or my first graphic novel. Hang on, this line is being really difficult. There we go. Okay, so we're talking about missing details and how characters get simpler over time. My graphic novel character, Haley from Forget Me Not. Let me pull up a page from her. Like a comic page that she, like her whole body is in. That way I can kind of show... Oh, here, I'll show you a poster. This is an old poster that I have of Haley, right? I made this towards the end of the comics run, okay? But the funny thing about Haley is that when I designed her, she always had, like, arm guards on her arms. Like here, this is like one of the this is the very first, or one of the very first pictures that I drew of her. The art style is very old, I'm sorry. But she used to have these arm guards on, and every time I drew her, I kept forgetting to add the arm guards, and then eventually I was like 200 pages into my comic. No, sorry, I would have been like about 100 pages into the comic, and I realized that I hadn't drawn her arm guards on the previous 100 pages, and so I gave up, and she doesn't have arm guards anymore. It's little things like that. It's little things like that. It's... I always have super complex character designs, and then over time, they just devolve. And they just lose details over time. Which, you know what? Is like a normal thing that happens, in my personal opinion at least, especially if you're working in comics. About to do things you're legally responsible for. Are you going to have another coffee? Right now? Is it? Oh. I keep pressing P. I don't need to press it. I'm in a different program. There we go. Or maybe pop it like here. maybe here. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Leave these for now. There we go. Sorry, chat. I've been working on projects all day. Usually when I stream on Mondays, I spend like my whole day beforehand going out doing like cleaning my house, like if I need to pick up anything from the grocery store, I'll go and do that. I drop off all of my Etsy orders. I'm very out and about and like up and moving on Mondays, which is why Monday is my art stream day. But yesterday, before the 8-hour stream, I decided to do as much of my Monday work as I could, like before and after the stream, which meant that the only thing I had to really do today was go to the post office, and then I spent the rest of my day like at my desk working on a project, and I forgot to take my usual like half an hour break, so to speak, because I usually rest for half an hour. And then half an hour before the stream, I will like start setting everything up. But I forgot to do that today, so work. And I'm very not tired, but I'm like mellowed out, you know what I mean? Like the vibes. Don't blame me, blame the person who is legally responsible. It's true. It's true, we are holding Skinner legally responsible for this. Also, hi Q, how you doing? I think this is the first time I've seen you here for one of my streams that's not Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter, speaking of, is tomorrow, by the way. I don't want people to think that I'm not streaming Monster Hunter anymore just because I only play it once a week. The Lord will never take me alive. Uh-huh. You keep telling yourself that. Oh, by the way, Skinner, your snooze are on the way. I shipped off your snooze this morning. It was really awkward because usually what I do is I will, I'll like do all of the shipping and like labeling and stuff on my own at home. So I'll use like the business portal for Australia Post, and I'll like put it through and pay for it and like print it all out at home. Because beforehand, whenever I had any overseas orders, if I didn't do it myself, I would go to the post office and it would take like a really, really long time to do each individual order. So I do it all myself at home now. And I don't even enter the post office. I just go to the little red box in the front of the post office. I drop off my orders and I leave. And I've been very lucky to be able to do that for a very long time because most of my products are very small. But the snooze are not very small. And even an order of just one snoo does not fit in the red box because the little handle that they use to open the box to make it bigger for parcels is not big enough. It's really small. So I had to fill up my little trolley. We have a trolley that I can sit in. It's big enough for me to sit in. I think its capacity is like 33 pounds or something like that. I don't know what that is in kilos. I can check for you. But we have this huge trolley. We do like a month's worth of grocery shopping in it. And I had to fill it up with all of my like snoo orders. And I had like maybe seven really, really big boxes. And I walked in with my big old, oh no, 33 pounds. No, it can't be 33 pounds. I have to check. But it holds a lot. It's really heavy. Or like heavy duty, I suppose. And so I walk into the post office, cane in one hand, pulling the trolley with my other hand. My knee is in so much pain because I had to pull the trolley myself. My partner was at work today. And the post office guy looks at me and he smiles and he goes, "Oh, you've got a lot of orders today." And like, I've never met well, I have met them, but I'm not super friendly with these post office people the way I used to be with the post office that I used to live near. Just because I don't go into the post office for my packages anymore. I just put them in the box. But I felt so awkward. I had to walk up to him and be like, "Hey, like, I've paid for them already. Like, everything's good. They just don't fit in the box outside." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, no, that's okay. We can sort that out for you." And oh my goodness, I haven't had to talk to like anyone who works at the post office for an order for a really long time. And not gonna lie, it was good, but also, again, my knee really hurt pulling that trolley around. Because, I don't live as close to the post office as I used to, so it's a little bit of a ways. There we go. Sorry, guys. Ugh. I wish this cough would be gone. Leave me alone. Alright, I think that's actually too long. I think that's part of the problem. I think we need to kind of end it, like, maybe... here. No, still too long, I think. Maybe end it here. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. No, I've changed my mind. I think that's close enough. I think that'll be a bit better. Alright, I know we did the sketch so that I wouldn't have to improvise the lineup, but here we are. Oh my god, he's back! It's the demon who speaks one word a day. Oh my goodness. This is the third word in a row. Well, not in a row, but this is the third word we've gotten from him. Hell yeah. I really wish you could see someone's, like, chat history, or, like, chat comment history, on their Twitch, so that we could, like, kind of figure out what it is he's trying to say. I think that'd be really fun. Oh my god, please. That's good enough. You know what's good for a cough? Being mad sus. That does not help, actually. When I was playing Date Everything yesterday, anytime anything sus happened, my cough got so much worse. I had to, like, mute the mic for, like, a solid minute at one point because I was so shocked that, at what I found, that, like, I literally couldn't breathe. I was coughing that bad. You can? Wait, you can't? But, like, do you only see chat history of, like, messages I've sent in your chat, or, like, messages of everyone's chat? Hang on, wait. Where is he? You. How do I do it? How do I do it? It's alright. I'll figure it out another time. But I would like to figure out how to do that. I gotta close that now. Open up. In your chat, but I don't think it works for other chats. Yeah. Your Prime died? What do you mean your Prime died? What do you mean? Did Jeff Bezos take it out the back and, like, you know, take care of it for you? Optimus Prime, he died for our sins. Oh no. I think it'd be interesting to get into the Transformers lore. I have a cousin who's like mad crazy about Transformers. Might be worth having a look at. He's been into it since we were little kids. I'm glad that I don't get ads about cheese, because I can't eat cheese. I mean, I can, but, you know, it's very, very highly advised by medical professionals that I don't, if you know what I'm saying, you know? I want to eat a grilled cheese. Oh, grilled cheese sounds real nice right about now. Also, hello, Carmen Ryder. How you doing? Everybody say hi, YouTube. I keep forgetting. Keep forgetting that I dual stream now. Everybody say hi to Carmen from YouTube. There we go. We got some hi YouTubes in there. Nice, 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 nice. Good stuff. Hi. Wrong hi, Brent. Come on, bro. We're not getting hi with YouTube. We're saying hi to YouTube. Come on, man. Sorry, chat. Give me 1 second. Something's just happened. Alright, I'm back. I gotta have a quick cough. What happened? What on earth? Wait, hang on. Wait, what's happening? I was gone. I was gone for like 5 seconds, chat. Jake, thank you so much for the prime. And Cadwin, I've missed you. How you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. I was gone for like a second because I needed to cough. And I still need to cough. Hang on. Alright, we're back. I'm back. It's fine. Hey, everybody. How you doing? It's been a hot minute. Actually, has it been a hot minute? I think so. Hey, Edwin, did I see you last week? I don't remember. It's been a long week. I can't turn your back for a moment. I can't. I have to be on high alert, always. Lord knows what'll happen if I let my guard down. Heaven forbid I get raided again. Heaven forbid I let my guard down and people in chat start, gifting subs and subscribing like our beautiful regular Jake.
That's the wrong attitude. Yes, we should get high with YouTube. Some THC will cure what ails ya.
We are not getting high with YouTube, guys. Rosha, I know you want to. I know you're super down and chill for that kind of stuff. But like, I can't. I got shit to do, man. I'll be designated driver, okay? Heaven forfend. Yeah, exactly. What were you guys up to, Kedwin? What's the vibe? What's happening? Ooh.
Don't be such a square. Work can wait. This stuff ain't gonna smoke itself.
Jeez. I don't think I've ever been called a square before. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense, to be fair, chat. Like, I know sometimes I have my baller, like, balls to the walls moments and I say some really rancid shit, but I am pretty square. Like, I'm sorry to upset you all. Oh my god, Kedwin, yo! Kedwin, what the fuck? Oh shit, we've got a hype train now. What have you done? What have you done? We need a small blunt for Rosha. I am gonna be adding a whole bunch more toggles for Rosha. So maybe if it's TOS friendly on Twitch and YouTube, we will add a blunt. Thank you so much for the gift sub. Whoever got the gift sub, make sure you say thank you to Kedwin. Who is that? Live Suian? I don't know how to say that. But congratulations on the sub. Oh my goodness. Hello! Welcome in! Don't worry. We're mostly chill. We're mostly chill around here. Except for like those guys. But you know, just don't make eye contact with them and you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. We're mostly chill. We're mostly chill. Oh, I love seeing my line art come to life like that. It's so fun. Alright, let me have a sip of my tea real quick. I don't think
I
it's
follow
tea.
the 5 B's of life: beers, blunts, and big booty bitches.
Big booty bitches. I do love that. Oh, it's evil genius kind of backwards. Okay. That makes sense. I don't think it's TOS if it's legal in your area. I know it's legal where I live. I don't think it's legal down here. Actually, I'm not sure. Oh, it might be. It might be. I have no idea, actually. I don't follow that kind of stuff. Hang on. No. Medicinal is fine, but recreational is illegal in all states except for the ACT, which is really funny, in my opinion, because literally no one cares about the ACT. Interesting. Because I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I know someone who uses it medicinally. Like, they were, like, medically prescribed because they've got chronic pain even worse than mine. But, you know. The fuck is the ACT? A test? Okay, so Australian law time. It's time for some Australian law. So basically, when we were trying to decide...
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
No, we're not breaking the law. We're not breaking the law. Okay? I prescribe you a doobie. No. So basically, right? It's Australian law time. So, when Australia was trying to decide which city would be the capital of Australia, we were having a really hard time picking between Sydney and Brisbane, right? Because both of those, like, cities, like, Sydney is capital of New South Wales, Brisbane, capital of Queensland, and I don't remember why we were having such a hard time, but we were really, really struggling trying to pick one. And so, the government was like, you know what? Screw you guys. We're not picking either of you, and instead, we're gonna compromise, and we're gonna put another territory directly in between Sydney and Brisbane, and that territory is gonna have the capital of Australia, and that is the ACT, the Australian Capital Territory. That is literally what it's called. And yes, Canberra is the capital of, like, the Australian Capital Territory and of Australia, and it's so funny because, like, there's nothing there. Like, I've been to Canberra once. There's a museum there that I went to because, it was having, like, a DreamWorks animation exhibition. So I've been there once before. But otherwise, it is a really, really, really quiet town. Like, you wouldn't think that it's the capital of Australia. You would think it's the middle of bumfuck nowhere. So I think that's really funny. Alright, I have to catch up with chat. Lord time is over. That song is good. Breaking the law. Damn. Let's see. Gifted subs gave all my paycheck to another streamer. That's okay. Legal in your area is such a mess here in the US. The rules on medical and recreational weed vary from state to state across each of the 50 states. So what's legal on one side could get you in jail in the other. Yeah. I think as a blanket, recreational is illegal across Australia, but different states and territories do have different laws on it, yeah. Not a doctor, but I played a doctor once. Once or twice. Does that count? Sure. I hereby decree you a doctor. Don't go giving everybody weed. Hey, yo, are we playing doctor? It's like Washington, D.C. It's not in any particular state. Yeah, it's like in between. Wait, it's not Sydney? No, Sydney is not the capital of Australia. No. Not even an underbelly? As far as I'm aware, no, there's not even an underbelly in Canberra. Puts on veterinary gloves. I'll let you know if I find your keys. Shit. P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way? What is that? I've heard that before. The Anzac Museum, the Grove Buildings, Science Building, Science Center, the Mint. Yeah, but, like, there's no... I don't know how to explain it, but, like, it's a backwater town compared to Sydney and Brisbane, if that makes sense. Like, Sydney and Brisbane, if you said they were the capital, then yeah, people would probably believe you, but there's nothing, like... I don't know how to say it, but, like, you know what I mean, right, Skinner? Hereby say pass the doji on the left-hand side. English is not very good. My first language is Latin, so I'm sorry if you don't understand my words. That's okay. That's okay. Sydney is the capital of New South Wales. Yes, that's true. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, not safe for Wales is basically it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. New South Wales has now been changed to not safe for Wales. Thank you, everybody. Brisbane is capital of Queensland. Yes, yes. This is why I like my state. Last year we had to decriminalize all drugs. Oh, that's cool. It's actually considered good practice to locate the capital away from major economic centers, reduce opportunities for big money corruption. That is a good idea. Like, I can understand the logic behind it. It's just like, you wouldn't you don't think of Canberra when you think of a capital city, right? Not just capital of Sydney, but just like a capital city in general. You don't think of Canberra. I'm gonna cheat, 1 second. This, like, here. There we go. That's good. Pop that there. Do my best to talk English using the word message feature. We're doing good. We're having a lovely time. It's nice of you to join us. Next stream, do some GeoGuessr. Bro, I would not be able to. I suck. I failed geography in high school. You guys got states. I thought it was we have states and territories, Jake. I think we have 2 territories. We have the Australian Capital Territory and the Northern Territory. And then the rest of them are states. I used to work for a company based in Adelaide, and I'm a geography nerd. Heard of Canberra once or twice? I would hope that you've heard of Canberra once or twice. I saw some people on TikTok. You know how people are always talking about, like, the Mandela effect? Or, like, how the Mandela effect is a conspiracy theory to see, like, is a government-run thing to see how much of history they can rewrite or some shit like that. I would believe that if there's more evidence, but that's besides the point. I saw an American saying that they had, like, dimension hopped, or, like, this was some weird Mandela effect thing, and that the world needs to wake up and realize that the government is changing information in real time. And the example they used was, like, they go, like, the capital of Australia was Sydney. It was Sydney in my timeline. It was always Sydney. But now it's some weird fucking town that I've never heard of, like Canberra. What is a Canberra? Like, guys, they're lying to us. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, sorry, girly. Maybe you're right. Maybe you dimension hopped. But, like, where I'm from, it's always been Canberra. And I just thought it was really fucking funny. That's how you say it. That's how she said it. She goes, it's some backwater town named Canberra? And I'm like, what are you doing, girl? Yes, I razzed our CAO about the it's not a noive, and then he razzed me about the California surfer dude, for sure, yeah. One that I had with my friend Henry is, because Henry's got, like, a New Yorker accent. The Great Gecko is my spirit animal, I love that. Canberra. Oh god, I lost track of what I was gonna say. Yeah, so Henry, some people in the chat may have met Henry before. We've had him on stream a couple of times. Good friend. He has, like, a New Yorker kind of accent. And the way that he says R and R, like R and R, like this. The way he says this sounds exactly the same as an Australian saying, oh no. An American accent saying R and R is the exact same way. It is said the exact same way an Australian says oh no. And I want you guys to hear it. I need desperately for you guys to hear it. It's so funny. Rob Paulson is a national treasure. Tasmanian devil, they live in Tasmania. Aren't they going extinct? if I remember correctly. Isn't the Tasmanian devil, like, going extinct if it's not extinct already? Something about rabies? I don't remember. They have, like, this disease. It's not quite rabies, but, like, it acts similarly to the way rabies acts in other animals. They're endangered. Yeah, right. There's a dozen American accents, a dozen English accents, half a dozen Aussie, and a ton of Indian subcontinent. Yeah, it's true. Which is why I specify, like Henry's accent, the way Henry says it. Next time we get Henry on stream, I'll get him to do it for you guys and we can clip it. I can't draw. Long Island accent is the best accent. Oh, I'm gonna need a refresher on that one. I just like accents, you know? When I was a kid, the deep, grovelly, like, Spanish accent used to get me. It still gets me. Oh, golly, it still gets me. But, as I've gotten older, I've also learned to appreciate a nice, thick, like, Texan accent. I don't know why. It just does things to me. Oh my god, please. I just want to draw. 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 No. Okay, I'm gonna cheat again. 1 second. There we go. I think that's all the same layer. Nice. I prefer the T over the accent for, hang on, I gotta scroll up. Oh, I can't unhear it now. He looks adorable. Oh, awesome, thanks. Texas is crazy, yeah. But the accent is mighty nice. The accent's mighty fucking nice, guys. Like, did you guys see how quickly and immediately I began thirsting for the fucking table in Date Everything yesterday? Because the second he opened his mouth, he had like a nice Texas accent, and I was like, oh no. I think I'm in love with the table. Let's wrap that up there, I think. Funny thing is, I was born in Houston, Texas, yet I don't really have a Texan accent. More of a generic American accent. Aw, that's a shame. Not to say there's anything wrong with a generic American accent. It's just the Texan accent in particular is something special. There's a resource used by actors called IDEA, International Dialects of English Archive, and has hundreds of regional accent resources. That's fucking awesome! Hang on, I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna open this. Boink. It said boink. Thank you. Get boinked. Wait, why do I have Discord messages? Oh no, Brent, what have you sent me? Oh no. Hang on, I'm gonna watch what Brent sent me on like privately, and if it's funny enough, I'll put it on stream. Give me 1 second. What the fuck is this? Hang on, I'm gonna mute so you guys can't hear it. Okay, yeah, I think this is hopping on the stream. Let me really quickly mute the music. This is hopping on the stream. Give me a second. Set it up. Is there a way for me to rewind? I don't think so, but that's okay. We'll turn this up. Here you go, guys. This is what Brent sent me, and the caption was, "This is what I think of when I think of Texan accent. Here you go. I'm gonna mute my microphone so there's no echo.
Right, are we recording? Here at Colby's, we understand men. We just always have. We understand that, you want a fresh patty. You want to have crisp onions, juicy tomatoes. Cut about that thick, right? About that thick. But most importantly, we know the onions don't touch the tomatoes. Fuck yes! Because at Colby's, we understand men. We understand you need to have a burger just the way you like it. Especially how the tomatoes don't touch the onions. Separated by a whole patty. You're not even going to have to worry about that. The only thing you got to worry about is finishing it. Introducing the new Big Grayson.
Now that's what I call a Big Grayson. Yeah, that's a Big Grayson.
Now for a limited time only.
So thank you, Brent. thanks for that, Brent. That was lovely. That's a big Grayson. Yeah, that was a pretty big Grayson. He's right. But also, like, okay, chat. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't get it. Why can't the onions touch the tomatoes? I don't understand. Help me out, chat. How many rounds did he have in that pistol? Yes. Next question. Honestly, I like to imagine that, like, when he runs out of, like, the round in his pistol, instead of reloading, he just drops it and, like, pulls another pistol out of his pocket. I think that's too thick, actually. Maybe like that. I mean, yum. Yeah. I saw that meme once before. I had never seen it before. That's a Brent original for me. But chat, help me out. Why can't the tomatoes touch the onions? Is that a real thing? Switching to the other sidearm is faster than reloading your sidearm. Exactly. Joe Kappa has amazing videos. I might have to have a look after the stream. Last week we were watching, I forgot the name of the guy, but we were watching a guy talk about, like, Australian wildlife last week on the art stream. That was pretty funny. Depends on the magazine, he could have had 20 rounds in there. I still think my idea is funny. You have heard of that, onion tomatoes. We only put tomatoes with the onions. Oh! I don't understand why it's such a big deal. Does it, like, does it change the flavor profiling? It helps the flavor profile. Yeah, okay. So it is a flavor profiling thing. Right, gotcha. I suppose it kind of makes sense. If you put the tomato with the onion, then the onion could overpower the tomato, I suppose. I'm thinking about this a little too much, a little too seriously, I think. I think maybe it's time we stop thinking. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can cheat a third time. Perspective is also going to be a thing, so let me really quickly just keep it like that, and then where is it? I just want a free transform. There we go. change my accent from Southern to Aussie. Install the voice modulator thingy. Oh, I would like to play around with the voice modulator. I think it could be fun. I was talking to my partner about like voices and like talking and how your voice sounds a while ago, and we were talking about how streaming can actually like fry your vocal cords if you do it like too long, or you put too much stress on your voice, or you don't like do the appropriate aftercare for your vocal cords. Because like my neutral voice, it's not super different, but I didn't used to sound like this. I used to sound more high-pitched than this, and I think the fact that I've been streaming on and off for about like 5 years, and I realized a little bit too late that I should be doing a little more aftercare for my voice. It's kind of not a lot, but has kind of fried my voice just a wee bit. Your vocal cords have manly, bulging biceps. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Maybe one day I'll reach peak voice range, which to me sounds like you smoke like 30 packs a day. I want like the peak femme gravelly, like what Rouge the Bat used to sound like. That would be really nice. Like, anyone remember, specifically maybe Sonic X Rouge, I reckon. Does anyone remember what Rouge sounded like in Sonic X? That's what I want. I don't want it to a point where I'll go through surgery, but like, if it happens, it happens. Nice, 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 nice. Insert jazz music. I want a slutty saxophone to just start playing every time I show up, you know? No Marge Simpson or Patty and Selma, though. I think Marge has a really nice voice. It's not what I personally am after for my own voice, but it is nice. I do like it. Leonard Cohen sounds like he started smoking before his mother was born. Oh dear. The Power of Humans really is something. Sonic X monologue. What I find really funny about like Sonic X is people went nuts for Rouge X Topaz, myself included. I really, really like Rouge X Topaz. I think it's fucking awesome. But there's a lot of people who will go nuts for Rouge X Topaz, but then they'll turn around and get like really, really grossed out and offended about Sonic X Elise, and they'll say that Elise is into bestiality and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, weren't you just like retweeting Topaz X Rouge like 5 minutes ago? Dude. And the thing is, you can like you can like Rouge X Topaz without liking Sonic X Elise. I understand that. I'm not a big fan of Sonic X Elise, but the argument being like, oh my god, she's into bestiality, she wants to fuck the hedgehog, blah 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 blah. You're literally also shipping a human woman with a bat, you know? Like you cannot like it, but don't trip over yourself when you try to explain why you don't like it, if that makes sense. I don't like it because I don't think any of Sonic's advancements were inherently romantic, looking back. I think he was just being himself. And the kiss was non-consensual because he was, like, literally dead. so that's why I don't like it. Rouge X Mario? Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Rouge has some pipes in need of cleaning and there's only one plumber up for the job, you know what I'm saying? I love the idea of Tails and Cosmo. So I have a really funny story, chat. I posted a video on my other YouTube channel where I'm reading, like, some of my old Sonic fanfic comics. And I mentioned it in that video, but I'm gonna mention it again here. when I was in grade school, I was a Cream the Rabbit kin before I even knew what kinning was, right? Like, I was Cream the Rabbit. When I saw pictures of Cream the Rabbit, I wasn't looking at a fictional rabbit girl. I was looking at myself, you know what I mean? And so, because of that, I used to ship Cream the Rabbit with whatever character I was into at the time. And I, for a very, very long time, had a massive crush on Tails the Fox. And so when I started watching Sonic X, I was obsessed. I was like, oh my god, I love this show. This show's fucking amazing. And then I got to the Meta-X arc, and they introduced Cosmo. And because I had a crush on Tails, and I was shipping Tay-Reem because I was shipping myself with Tails, when they started shipping Tails and Cosmo in the show, I was furious. I hated Cosmo. I hated her so much. Words cannot explain the pure wrath that I felt. I was so angry. I hated Cosmo with a fiery passion. To a point where in almost all of my Sonic fanfics, she's like some sort of villain. Like, I turned her into a villain in almost all of my Sonic fanfics. These days, I think Cosmo is fine. I think Cosmo is a decent character. I really like the idea of Tails losing his first love and, like, you know, on one hand, trying to learn to move on and love again, but, like, also taking care of the people that matter most to him in his life. I like that aspect of it. It also helps that, like, she's dead and she's not canon, so I don't have to get jealous of a dead girl, you know? But, like, it was a lot, man. It was a lot. I really hated her. These days, I think that her arc was done really, really nice. I'm still not the biggest fan of her, and I think there's a lot of things that they could have done better, but I think overall, she's a pretty fun character. One second, I just really gotta... There we go. You went, my man ain't your baby's daddy. Yeah, basically. That is exactly what I did. This whole DeviantArt videos on Tails and Cream. Yeah, I was Tay-Reem. Like, it was so funny to me. I have, like, kids, like, fandom kids that I made. I don't have any digital artwork of them because my old, like, high school laptop got wiped, but I do have some old, like, pencil drawings of them, which is really fun. Trying to remember their names. One was Simon, and I think the other one was... Oh, why am I trying to remember? I have it literally next to me. So they were twins. There was a fox named Simon, and then there was a rabbit girl named... Let me have a look. How could I forget? It was such a cute name. Where is it? Say hello to your niece. Yeah. And your nephew, right? Toffee! Her name was Toffee! Yeah, so they were twins. There was Simon and there was Toffee. And they were adorable, and I loved them. And I'm thinking of redrawing them sometime soon, because they're just so cute. I miss them. I miss my fandom babies. It's also funny because in that specific fanfic series, because yes, I had multiple series, in that specific one, where I introduced Toffee and Simon, I had like a really brief like next gen arc where I had the kids of like all of the main ships, and I shipped Shadow the Hedgehog with Sonic's sister, Sonia. And I'm so glad that I did that because like getting older and like having a look at it, like Shadonia is peak. I love Shadonia. The only thing is the name, Shadonia. Like it kind of sounds like I shat on ya. But that's just an unfortunate consequence of shipping conventions. It's unfortunate, but yes, I really enjoy Shadonia. draw your two-tailed boyfriend for us sometime? I have, actually. I have drawn out my two-tailed boyfriend. Let me see. I have a keyring of him I sell on my Etsy store. The keyring is sitting behind me. Let me see if I can find the artwork. Where is he? Here. Well, no, this is the old one. No, where's the new one? Where's the 2.0? Oh, here it is. There he is. There's our baby. There's our husband. We love him, don't we? He's 8? He's not 8 anymore, chat. He's ageless now. Favorite Sonic ship is Sonae's. I just like shipping, honestly. Like, if I had to pick a canon sexuality for Sonic, I would say that Sonic is canonically Aero Ace. But I love shipping him around with people. I love Sonae's, I love Sonami, I love Son Knuckles. I think my current favorite ship, it has been for a while. It might change one day, but right now my favorite ship is Sonuj Uckles, like thruple, where like Rouge and Sonic are both dating Knuckles, but they're not dating each other. Like Knuckles just has a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and Rouge and Sonic are like the best of friends. Like Rouge unleashes Sonic's inner diva, and I love it. That's my current favorite for them. Sonic would totally date Rouge IMO. I've seen some of the ship art, and I'm not opposed to it. I really like it. Like I said, I just like shipping Sonic around. But yeah, my personal favorite right now is like them just not dating each other, but both dating Knuckles. Although Sonae's was my favorite for a really long time. And Sonami is just good. Sonami's just good. Favorite is Metal Sonic and Amy. Ooh, I do like that one too. That one's really fun. I think that one's super interesting because, like, again, I'm gonna reference my old fanfic from when I was like 12. In that fanfic, I actually wrote Amy to have PTSD from being kidnapped by Metal. And I think, like, on one hand, yeah, that is a very valid response. On the other, I just really like the idea of Amy acknowledging what Metal did, but also still being able to, like, you know, be like, oh, you know, you're not beyond help. Like, I want to help you. I want to see the better in you. I know you can be better, like she did with Gamma, right? I really, really liked that. And it would really highlight Amy's character, you know? Amy's biggest superpower is her empathy and her ability to help others. And so I think it makes perfect sense that she would be like, hey, I know you did this to me, but I also know that you were, like, working with Eggman, and I want to help you become a better person, and they do, and Metal just, like, becomes obsessed with her. I really like that idea. Yeah, I know. They've fed into it before. Sega has absolutely fed into it before. I really enjoy it. I've seen a lot of people be really against Metal Sonic X Amy because they see Metal Sonic and Amy as siblings because they debuted in the same game. And, like, I can understand that logic, but I'm also really, really tired of people using the siblings coded thing as an excuse to attack people for ships they don't like, you know? Like, it's just weird. It's really strange. I get the found family aspect of it, you know? I understand that found family is, like, an important thing for everybody, but I also think it's really rude to go up to someone who, for example, ships Metal Sonic and Amy and just be like, ew, gross, that's disgusting, they're sibling-coded, gross, ew, and I'm like, just leave them alone, guys. I get you don't like the ship, but, like, just chill, dude. At the end of the day, we're talking about fictional hedgehogs, like, relax. Let's just hope Metal doesn't get quirky at night, Jesus. People shouldn't attack anyone for anything. There's nuance there. There are some things that people should absolutely be attacked for, but not liking a ship? No, just leave them alone, dude. I'm trying to remember what that was. This bit here. Let me open the reference again. Sorry, I've got the hiccups now. And that's what it was. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. Easy. So this gets in here. This is the back of the hair. I was really confused. I'm like, what is that? It's this bit. This bit has like a tuft here, and then... There we go. You know what I really like though? I really like OCX canon. Like I said, I don't really care about, like, I just like shipping characters. I just think that's fun. I don't really care too much about, like, fanfic and stuff like that. I really enjoy OCX canon. One of my favorite things to do is look at how many people ship Shadow the Hedgehog with their OC. And it's really fun because they're not like, oh my god, I ship with Shadow the Hedgehog, so you're not allowed to ship with Shadow the Hedgehog. It's usually like, oh my god, you like Shadow, I also like Shadow. Let's draw ship art of each other's OCs together, and it's so wholesome. It's so wholesome. I have a character that I'm working on a little bit, just on the background when I have some spare stuff, like spare time. Because I can't be a Cream the Rabbitkin forever, so I'm working on my own character. And she's gonna have like a cute little love triangle between Sonic and Manic. But the gimmick is that she's gonna end up with neither of them. And they're not gonna fight over her or anything. Like, their broship cannot be broken by some random woman. You know? They're just both having fun. And they both know that at the end of the day, neither of them are gonna end up with her, so they just have a bit of fun. Someone in Discord ships OC with Shadow, and she encouraged me to ship my OC with Shadow. See, I don't know what it is, but it is specifically fangirls who ship with Shadow the Hedgehog are like some of the most accepting and welcoming people into the shipping fandom that you will like ever meet. You know? It's not like the Sans from Undertale bullshit that used to happen. Where people were like, oh my god, no, Sans is my husband. He can't be your husband. I'm gonna draw my character murdering your character now. Like, it's not like that. It's like, oh my god, you also like Shadow? You should also ship with Shadow. It's so much fun, you know? And I think that's super sweet. I don't know why it's specifically Shadow. Like, I've seen it happen with other characters. But, like, it's kind of hit or miss with the other characters. With Shadow, you're, like, guaranteed to be a girl's girl. You know what I mean? Maybe it's because Shadow has become a lesbian icon over the past few years. A lesbian and disabled icon, honestly. Used to be a Sonic OC till I swapped my style. I actually have his previous form within Roblox. Oh, that's awesome! What I like from my POV is that it makes a difference between Sonic and Metal. The machine is trying to be more human with someone he has wronged pretty hard. Yes! Yes, I really like that. I like the dramas too. Where it's like, oh my god, you're only with Metal because you can't get the real deal. It's like, no, that's not true. I'm like, ah, love it. I like the idea that Amy tries to like help Metal find who he is when you detach him from Sonic, if that makes sense. Like, they're kind of both on a self-discovery. They're both trying to figure out who they are when they take away Sonic from their lives, and they find happiness in each other. I think that's really fun. Amy would absolutely bend Metal's armor in order to fix him. He would. I mean, she would. Sorry, I was thinking he because, I'm also thinking of Tails now. Like, I bet Tails would be the first person to know that Amy is seeing metal, if that makes sense. Because she'd probably go to Tails, be like, you have to help me fix him. Alright, now I can finally bring this other circle back into the mix. Oh no, it's ruined my plans. No, it's fine. We'll work with it. Leave that bottom bit for now. I'll just lower the foot. Because I want the feet and the hands to be, like, kind of level, I suppose. I'll just grab this. Bring it down, like that. It's a little bit messy, but we'll fix it. Oops. Okay. I need to tell you guys about the Son Shad Amy fanfic that I have in my head that will never ever be published, ever. Because the entire plot consists of, like, 3 songs. That's it. I heard these 3 songs and was like, I have an entire fanfic in my head now. It takes place Frontiers. If you tell us it'll be published. No, I mean, like, published in a traditional sense. This is just me talking about it. But it's Frontiers based. If anyone has played or seen cutscenes from Sonic Frontiers, you'll know that Amy's whole thing is that she doesn't want to chase Sonic around anymore. She realizes that she has a lot of power in the love that she has to give, and she wants to share that love and that experience with the world, and she wants to help make the world a better place through her own compassion. Because, exactly, she wants to find who she is outside of Sonic, right? So it basically takes place around that timeline where Amy kind of realizes that Sonic's never gonna grow up, never gonna change, and she just stops chasing. She's like, that's fine, that's okay, I'll get over it. I'm gonna go and do my own thing. And she, like, basically completely detaches from Sonic. And Sonic does not know how to cope. Because he does have feelings for Amy, he just never realized that, and he was never able to put it into action until she left, is when he kind of realized, like, oh shit, she's gone. I actually had feelings for that woman. And he doesn't know how to cope. He kind of spirals a little bit. He gets a bit upset. He has a little bit of a bender. And he harbors a lot of resentment for her, honestly. He tries not to, but at the end of Frontiers, Sonic is a bit of a fucking mess. You know what I mean? He's the kind of mess that I like, but he's a bit of a mess. And he can't help but kind of harbor some sort of negative feelings, at least for a while. And then many years pass. For the first time in, like, 12 years, Sonic hears from Amy in the form of a letter that she gets sent to Tails' house, addressed to him, because Sonic is canonically homeless. And the letter is a wedding invitation. Turns out, in the 12 years that Amy has been no contact with Sonic, her and Shadow have reconnected. And they have developed a really strong kingship, and they have decided that they're gonna tie the knot and they're gonna get married. And Sonic does not take this well. He wants to attend the wedding, but he's worried that he'll make it worse because he still has feelings for Amy and he doesn't want to ruin anything, but he also kinda does want to ruin things a little bit. And he shows up, and him showing up stirs up a bunch of old feelings in Amy, which she ignores at first because, you know, she's getting married to the man that she loves. And then Sonic kinda can't help himself, and he starts saying, like, hey, you know, I've harbored a lot of resentment for you over the years because I was upset that you left, but I realize now that that's what you needed for your happiness, and I hope, like, I wish it was me, but I'm glad you're happy type situation. And that conversation breaks Amy a little bit. And she goes, I wish it was you too, honestly. And then they run away. Amy gets cold feet at the wedding. She leaves Shadow at the altar. They run away together. And that's all I have so far. That's all I have so far. Currently, my fanfic ends with Amy fucking ditching Shadow at the altar and running away with Sonic. Oh my god, yeah, oh my god is right. Oh my god is right. I can't play the music for you because it's like copyrighted music. But if you're in the Discord server, I'll do it right now. I'll pop in the music chat in chronological order, what this fanfic sounds like, because I put it in a chat with some of my other friends. Let me see if I can find it. It was a while ago. I sent it to Dennis and I sent it to Brent Zone because they're both awesome. Alright, here we go. It currently consists of 4 songs. 4 songs. The 2 middle ones are just Sonic going through a bender and being emotional. Here you go. I'll pop it in the music chat. There you go. So that's where it currently is ended off. I'm trying this thing with the fanfic where I can only continue it if I find a song that, like, feels like it would be a good continuation, if that makes sense. So, like, the only reason that's where it ends is because I haven't found a good song to put after something blue. Which is why I'm like, okay, cool. Keeping my options open, listening to new music, maybe I can find the next part of my fanfic. And that's a main reason why it'll never see the light of day, because the contents of the fic are heavily dependent on whatever song I attach to next. Uno by Muse? Ooh, I haven't heard that yet. That has potential. I'll pop it on my list to listen to. Black Parade? Absolutely not, no. I'm honestly thinking, hear me out, guys, hear me out. I'm thinking the follow-up song is going to be This Is War from 30 Seconds to Mars, and the only thing that song is going to encapsulate in terms of the fic is Shadow finding out that he got left at the altar because Sonic, like, basically stole his wife, and he gets fed up with Sonic always interfering with his life, and he goes ape shit, and he's like, I'm gonna go find my fucking wife. You know what I mean? But I'm not sure if that's a good one to continue with. Yes, maybe. I might pick a different song, honestly. But yeah, that's what I've been doing in my spare time. I literally just sit down, listen to these songs, and I'm like, ooh, Sunshine Amy fanfic. And the thing is, I don't even know how it's gonna end because I don't know what song is gonna come next in the playlist. Is Son Amy gonna be endgame? Is Shad Amy gonna be endgame? Is it gonna be a polycule by the end of it? I don't know. I don't know. The playlist decides. I think it's fun to do shit like that. I used to do it a lot as a kid. I used to listen to the radio, and then, like, whatever songs came up on the radio, I would just try and weave a story through all of them. Sorry, I'm tying my hair back because it's a little bit hot. Or will Shadow and Sonic finally kill each other, leaving Amy all alone? That is a good one. That is a good one. It could go any way. It could go either way, honestly. But I used to do it a lot when I was in, like, grade school. I'd listen to the radio on the way, like, to school, and I would try and create a story using only, like, the songs that I heard on the radio. And it had to be, like, back to back. Like, I couldn't be like, oh, song 3 blends into song 2 and then like the first song is actually the third part of the story. Like, no, I had to do it like back to back, and I had some pretty funky ideas because of it, and so I'm trying to do it again because I love the stories that I'm working on currently, but sometimes you just need a break from a really big, really long story, and you just want something kind of short and fun. It's a technique that I use a lot in my current writing too. Maybe not to that extreme, but I will pick songs that have like a similar vibe to like the vibe of the story. I remember there's a chapter of my graphic novel. I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a chapter of my graphic novel that involves a lighthouse. And the ending of that chapter, like what happens with the lighthouse, I was stuck on what to do for a really, really long time, and then I put on like I think it was like a mixed playlist from like my Spotify, and there was a song that came on. I don't remember what it was for the life of me, but it had like one specific word in the chorus, and the way the melody felt, the way that word was used, I was like, bam, that's it. That's what we're doing with the ending of this chapter. And it's probably one of my... It's not very well written, but it's one of my favorite chapters of that book, I think. Silver pops in after the funeral. Future! No, Blaze shows up and is like, what the fuck happened while I was gone? Lesbians? Okay, no, stop, because I do like Blaze Amy. I think that's a really good lesbian ship. I just like shipping women with Blaze. Blaze is like Shadow. She's the lesbian of the group, you know what I mean? Sorry, I had to check something really quick and cough, and I'm not done coughing yet. One hand, tongue-tied, 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Hang on, I'm not back. Alright, I'm back for real now. We must workshop this. I just had a thought. Blaze and Surge would be so fun. They would be like toxic lesbians, you know? And I've been dying to write some toxic lesbians. Let's be so fucking for real. I love the idea of toxic lesbians. There's a ship in my animatic series that I'm currently working on. I don't think anyone is gonna ship them, but I will. I can't specify who the other person is, but it involves Mother, who's like the person who runs the orphanage in the village. And all I will say is it's like the toxic doomed Yuri involves two women in their mid to late 30s who like fucking hate each other with a fiery passion. I'm like, yes. Yes. Give me middle-aged, doomed lesbians. I want it. And again, I don't think anyone will ship them, but I will, and they'll be for nobody but me. This sucks. This sucks. Not the lesbians. This line right here. What about other Sonic characters like Styx? I don't like shipping Styx with anybody. I don't know why, I just don't. To be fair, I just don't like Styx. You know what I mean? It's one of those, like, eh. There we go. Oh, no, I actually hate that. That's actually disgusting. Coming from Sonic Boom, where everyone disliked it, aside from Sonic's amazing humor. Sonic was so funny. There's a clip from Sonic Boom that always makes me think of my boyfriend. Hang on, I'm gonna find it. Hang on. It's gonna take a little while, 1 second. Sorry, guys. Oh no, I can only find it in compilations. There. Oh no, there's a short here. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Let me turn the music down. It's paused. Alright, nice. This, I always think of my my partner when I see this clip. 1 second. I'll mute the microphone so you guys can't hear the echo.
It's 2:30 in the afternoon. People are trying to sleep.
It's just the pure rage in Sonic's voice, because Sega doesn't let Sonic emote all that much, right? There's no passion in his voice, you know? I think that was the first time that I heard, like, genuine rage in Sonic's voice, and I was like, you know what? This is my favorite clip in existence. We love you, Roger. We do love Roger Craig Smith. He's great. And his range is so good. His vocal range is really good. Like, I didn't even pick up that he was in Date Everything. I also had no idea that he was Ezio from Assassin's Creed either. Like, dude's talented. You know what I did know, though? I did know that he was the narrator for Say Yes to the Dress. When I had really bad days, I would put on Say Yes to the Dress, like, clips, and just imagine Sonic talking about these wedding dresses. It's really funny. I'm gonna see him at Comic-Con. Oh, that's awesome, dude. He's also Mirage in Apex Legends. I don't know who Mirage is, so that explains why I didn't know that. But yeah, he's got some great range. I really, really like his performance in Sonic Frontiers, because Sonic Frontiers is, I don't know what they did. They just made Sonic sexy. I don't know how to explain it. He's grungy, he's dying, he's like, you know, sexy. I don't know how to explain it. I like my men when they're on the verge of death. What can I say? Oh fuck, I can hear it now. Yeah, yep. It's how I think Sonic Boom gets its money. Yeah. Yeah. Sonic Boom was really bad until it became self-aware. Once it became self-aware, it was actually a pretty interesting watch. I haven't watched the whole thing yet. The other clip that I remember is, like, when I think Sonic's talking about, like, twins or something. He's like, oh yeah, I don't even remember anything that happened. And Amy's like, not even the twins? And he's like, oh yeah, I remember the twins, alright. Like, yo! Yo! Why is Sonic Boom Sonic, like, unironically, the most interesting Sonic to watch? You know what I mean? Aside from maybe Sonic Frontiers Sonic, but he's just a smash, you know what I mean? Oh, hello! Chopperino? That's such a cute name. Hello, how are you? Hang on, I'm having a coughing fit, 1 second. We're back. We're good? Oh, that's good. We're having a grand old time. Marry, fuck, kill, Archie Sonic, Boom Sonic, Frontiers Sonic. Can I say marry and fuck to Frontiers Sonic? Is that cheating if I pick Frontiers Sonic for two things? Sure. Okay, cool. We're gonna marry and fuck Frontiers Sonic. And we will get rid of the other two, I suppose. Frontiers Sonic is my husband, guys. Like, I don't know what they did to him, but he changed. And all of a sudden I was like, damn. I'd really, really like to be able to draw this line, thank you. Okay, nice. Damn. Well, I mean, if I'm marrying and fucking Frontier Sonic, then the only option left is kill, so I kinda have to kill them both, don't I? 1 second, I think I'm gonna curl this in like this. And so, like, the thin point of this tail is not actually gonna be the base, it's gonna be, like, somewhere around here. I haven't done this before, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, we'll keep that going, but then we'll have, like, a little spout of, like, thin, and then we'll kind of start fading it out like this. Too drastic, too drastic. There we go. Sorry, I'll catch up with chat in a second. I just wanna make sure this connects. Alright, hopefully that doesn't look too nasty. Oh no, it looks alright. What are we working on? We're working on some silly little guys that I call goobs. These are some rewards for a charity livestream that we did at the end of last month. We have a little bit of a backlog of art that we owe, but it's okay. All the money is already gone to the charity, so now I just have to play catch up with all of the work. Yeah, that looks cute. I think I like that little dippy boy. I'm not gonna do a line here. I think we'll do that in the coloring. What version of Tails? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know, because in Boom, they kind of dumbed him down a lot. In Archie, they turned him into a cuck at one point, and in Frontiers, it's mostly retconning stuff that happened in Sonic Forces, so I don't really know. The wall tastes like dirt, yeah, basically. I think that actually was, like, a scene. I don't remember seeing it, but I mean, I don't remember seeing the episode, but I remember seeing that on, like, TikTok. I always think of the one where Tails looks like he's fucking high because they didn't fully render all of the lighting and shadows for the scene, and he's, like, trying to eat soup with a fork, and he looks, like, so fucking entertained, and I'm like, what have they done to you, my baby? Like, I get that you were 8 years old, canonically, at that point in time, but, like, they didn't have to write you like an 8-year-old, you know what I mean? Alright, we're almost done with the line art, we just gotta do the face. Oh, hang on, I did that on the wrong layer. There we go. Might make it a bit bigger, actually. There. I'm gonna pop this over here. So it looks like he's got a little bit of eyeliner on. Or like, the cool kind, you know? Not the cringy kind. No, you should watch Sonic for Hire. I used to watch Sonic for Hire when I was a kid. When I was like, when I was an age that should not have been watching Sonic for Hire, if that makes sense. I was maybe like 9, 10, 11. No, I would have been 10, 11, 12, I think. Maybe 13 when I was watching Sonic for Hire. And when I was like 10, 11, 12, possibly 13, I thought that shit was peak. I thought it was awesome. I tried to rewatch it last year because I got nostalgic, and it's just... you know, my tastes have matured a lot since I watched Sonic for Hire, let's say. Because, like, oh my goodness. There is one joke in there that I think will forever be funny. Hang on, my OBS just glitched out. Let me make sure we're still live. Hello? Okay, cool. We're here. We're here. We're still here. Okay, good. My OBS did like a whole flicker thing, and I'm like, what happened? What's going on? It's like watching stuff you used to like. It's nostalgic, but it's not funny. There is one joke. One. That I think is really funny. It gets me every time, and I don't know why, because it's so stupid. But it's the final arc when... Well, not the final arc. It was the Sonic versus Mario arc. Where Sonic successfully kills Mario. He like spin dashes him into like a thing of like spikes. And Mario's like on his deathbed. He's like saying his last words, and he looks at Sonic and he goes, "When you see Princess Peach, tell her I said she's a bitch." And then he dies. And I don't know why, but that always gets me. I think that's the funniest joke in Sonic for Hire. Nem. 1 second, I have to deal with my cat. Alright, chat, give me 1 second. I'm gonna be AFK for a little bit, and then I will be, like, on mute for a little while after that. I am still here. I just gotta sort something out really quick. Oh, all good? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back for a little while. I might have to mute again in a minute. We're having some connectivity issues at home, and I just gotta make sure that, like, I can respond if I need to. I hope we're still live. OBS shows that it's fine. Take a look. Looks like YouTube is fine. And Twitch is fine. Excellent. We love that. Normally, if I was having internet connection issues, I would end the stream early, but it's not, like, too severe, I don't think. We'll manage. We did see a small video cut? Yeah, that's to be expected, but that's okay. We should be mostly good now. If anything, it might be a little bit laggy, but I think otherwise we'll be a-okay. There we go. I really, really liked the eyebrows. I know what it is. I just really like drawing mega thick eyebrows. There we go. My cat's sniffing the trolley that I took out today. I mentioned earlier in the stream we have like a really, really big trolley that we use for groceries and that I use for dropping off really big Etsy orders. And every now and again when we come home, he likes to give, like, our shoes and sometimes if we take out the trolley as well, like a really, really big sniff. Just so that he can smell the outside world, he knows where we've been and stuff like that, and I think it's really cute. So we're gonna grab this. This is cute. This looks great. Pop it a little bit this way. And I think I might play with the positioning of the eyebrows a little bit just because they look not the same. Put this here. I know it's a direct mirroring, but they didn't look mirrored, and so that's why I'm playing with them. This looks better. There we go. How many fics do you think you could get done if you really focused on it? It depends. It depends, because I write mostly original stuff these days. I haven't written a fic in a long time. But that being said, writing a fic and writing something original, writing a fic and writing something original are very similar. If anything, I would say writing a fic is like a tiny bit easier, because you already have established characters to work with. But I don't know, it would depend. It would depend on the fandom that I'm writing for, it would depend on the characters that I get to use, it would depend on if it's something that I already have an idea for, stuff like that. There we go, get a nice nose going. Or should the thingy be on the top, like that? Ooh, I think I like that more, actually. Let's do it this way. There we go. Alright, that's the line art done. He's so cute. Alright, now... the character is mostly... I'm gonna grab, like, the one digital piece of this character, because I got, like, a couple of drawings. Let me really quickly put it... let's do a new folder. There we go. Just pop this in there. Alright, nice. Sorry, I gotta get my shit back together. Where did I put it? Transfer. Here. Here we go. Alright, so I know the character is like pure white, But we're not gonna use pure white. We're gonna do what we did with Vanny and use like a slightly off-white. It just looks a little bit easier on the eyes, in my opinion. And then if at any point, like, you want to add shading to it, it's really easy to add shading, like, add highlights to it, you know? You'll have to have it on stream. Good, 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 good. This green. This is like a really, really bright green. Let me have a look. Okay, I might take a slight creative liberty here, and we're gonna dull down that green a little bit. I think maybe here or here. Just a smidgen. I don't want to dull it down too much. Yeah, I think this one's nice. It keeps the essence of the vibrancy without it being, like, too much. Dull it down to mint if need be. No, I think this is close enough, I think. I want to keep the brightness, the vibrancy. My main thing is that if you use that pure green, then it can be really difficult to chroma key afterwards. Because I know that one of the eyes is also blue. Although if you chroma key with magenta, sometimes because my line art is purple, the line art can get a little bit finicky. So I'm trying to think. Not that you would ever need to chroma key this stuff, but like, just saying, if... I always think with chroma key in mind. Gotta go. Bye, Skinner. Come back soon. There we go. We can get rid of that now. This goes up. Oh, goes up here. Alright, so what I'm thinking... Oh, I just realized the green on my monitor looks different to the green on my tablet. I knew that the colors weren't, like, matched, but I didn't realize they were that mismatched. That's wild. Again, we're not gonna do a pure black either. We're gonna do, like a really, really dark gray, like that. Also just realized that's kind of wrong. This goes in here. And it's like a teardrop shape, almost. I thought it was a Sans Undertale eye, that's why I was like, oh, okay, cool. Hang on. And it really quickly just... Damn, this music's going fucking hard. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna fix this up a little bit. I think this drop bit could be a bit wider. There we go. You got a dip as well? Goodbye, Jake. Have a lovely rest of your night. Gotta work in the morning like an adult, whatever that means. Oh, jeez. There, so it's kind of like that. The nose is dark as well. And this dark color that we've used for the eye, we're actually also going to use for the hood. Quickly get in here. So, we didn't decide on a color for the crown. I think silver would blend in a little bit too much, but I could also repurpose the silver to be the eyebrows. So, like that. The alternative would be like a... The alternative would be something like that. Which doesn't look terrible, honestly. Oh, a rose gold. Okay, hang on. Sorry. So probably like a... I'm gonna find like a nice... There you go. Just remember something that exists. Do you know that the Japanese invented a robot prehensile tail? Oh, oh, cool. Sorry, I had to like process that for a second. That's fucking awesome. We were my partner and I were talking about tails a while ago, because we like the aesthetic of tails, and he was like, man, it's a shame that even if humans did have tails, they'd look fucking ugly. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he goes, it like does the slow turns. Like, have you never seen what a human tail would look like? No. And I still haven't, but he described it to me and I'm like, that sounds awful. Don't want that, thank you. There we go. We might get rid of the dots for the crown. What I'm thinking of doing actually is we'll turn that layer off. On this layer, and have them like slightly on the top, but then like all the other dotties, we just kind of remove, and then we can have that. And then on this layer, we only get rid of the crown dotties. There we go. Ooh, goobish. Ooh, goobish boobish. This one is blank. We got one boobish goobish ready to go. I'm gonna get rid of this. Actually, I might keep the sketch because I might be able to reuse the face. But we've got first one done. The next one could kind of be the same, like same pose, just like head down, like hands in head, possibly. Could, yeah, just modify this one, I think. Just turn this up. I will duplicate it just in case we fuck up a little too much. We're back, we're talking about tails, yeah. I was just saying that I've never seen what a human tail would look like before, but I have been informed that they're quite gross. So I reckon we could pop the head, like, down here. We could, we're gonna remove the arms. Actually, maybe not remove the arms. I think I have a different idea. Keep the arms. Let me cook chat 1 second. Oh no, did the bits sound effect not go off? Oh shit, are you fucking serious? I quadruple check everything at the start of every stream, and still things fuck up for me. It could also just be massively delayed. That has happened to me before. But because the visual went off and the sound didn't... where's my thing? Hang on one second. Demi! Demi, Bubby. Demi, Bubby. No, he doesn't want my attention. Which one is it? Yeah, I'm doing a test. Okay, it's working now. It's working now. Did you guys hear that? Did that come through for you guys? The sound went off, you just didn't hear it. Oh, did it? You all heard it? Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Okay. Okay. Hello, how are you? Welcome in. We're working on some ooby goobies. Alright, so the style is the sitting. I'm keeping the sitting pose because I think that would be really funny. But I'm changing some elements of it just to get the idea across. Sorry, my cat will... My cat's being very demanding. Hang on. I'll finish this sketch. 1 second. It's gonna look super messy because I'm literally just editing over the old sketch, but hopefully it gets the idea across. Nem! Nemi! Sorry, my cat is acting up, bro. I get why, but at the same time, dude needs to chill. Right there. This is the... Because he's embarrassed though, I reckon we could probably pull the tail in front of him. Pull the tail. Yeah. Kind of like it's acting like a shield almost to protect him because he's embarrassed. And even though it's the same pose, I'll still be doing the line art completely from scratch. I'm not gonna recycle the line art, it'll look too messy. Alright, I think we bring this down a bit. Or, actually no, we don't bring it down, we just bring the hand up. This. Alright. Whoops. I kind of want to bring that all together. Like that. Going to YouTube under my YouTube account. Oh, okay. Have fun. YouTube person, apologies. He is that type of shy boy. Excellent. Also, Nom's art. Oh my god, no! Oh, goodness. Alright, I'm gonna turn this down, and we're gonna grab... I believe it was brush size 4. One sec. Yes, brush size 4. Easy.
What the? A ghost?
Silv has to mute the microphone for a little while. Sorry chat. But hey, I'm still here.
Alright, chat. I apologize for the silence. I'm back. I'm not back, hang on. Okay. I'm back. Everything's fine. I have returned. All is good in the world. All is good and fine and hunky-dory. Don't even worry about whatever happened. It's not fine. Nothing happened. We're all good. We're all fine. Oh, Christ almighty, of course that happens to me. The stream has helped lift my spirits. Got some bad news today. Aw, I'm sorry, Rogue, but I'm also... It's nice to know that it's helped you out a little bit. I hope you're feeling better. Sorry, Sil. It's fine. It's okay. It happens. It happens. It's been happening to me a lot lately, actually. I think the fact that I still have this cough is really messing with my throat a little bit. I will say, we might wrap up stream a little early tonight. I'm not sure how early. I am feeling really tired. You guys can blame Chai and Brent Zone for that. And Churgo, I suppose, if anyone remembers Churgo from the Smash or Pass stream yesterday. You can blame those guys. Trying to get work done. They've been blowing up my phone all day, and I've been blowing up their phone in respect, so very tired. But we'll go for as long as we can. I think at the very least, I want to finish this goob. That way we can have 2 goobs finished, just like we did last week. And then we might wrap up just a wee bit early. And then we might make up for it tomorrow. We might stream a little bit longer tomorrow. Who knows? We'll do more extra Monster Hunter or something. There we go. Oh, there we go. I think I want it to like start out thick and then... Actually, no. I think we're gonna start from here. Here might be the easiest starting point. I'll be receiving the goobs after all of them are finished or after each stream. Every time I finish a goob for you, I will send you the result at the end of the stream. So for example, if we finish the stream today with 2 goobs, then I will send you the 2 goobs that we finished. That way I don't have to think about it later on when they're all done, because like you'll already have all of the other ones, if that makes sense. Oh goodness. Did my microphone pick that up? That's the loudest meow my cat has ever given. Was that a yawn? Hi. Oh, hi. Are you really annoyed because no one will play with you? Come here. Come say hi. No, okay, he's leaving. Hey! Chat, my cat has been such a drama queen since I started streaming. Actually, even before that, every time I got up from my desk, he wanted to do something. And I was like, I know, baby. I know you have stuff you want to get done. Good morning and greetings from Central Texas. Oh, please tell me you have a Texan accent. Please. Tell me you got a really nice Texan accent, please. We were talking about accents earlier in the stream. I love a nice Texas accent. Alright, Nemi, I'd love to keep playing with you, but I have artwork I need to get done. So, I'm gonna give you one final yippee. Ready? Alright, he's fine now. He's all good. You do? Oh, thank heavens. Woo! Love me a nice Texas accent. Alright, I have to get myself all comfortable again because I had to get up to address my cat, my baby. I might do a stream in the future that's literally just me with a camera following my cat around the house and like playing with him and stuff. I think that would be really funny. Obviously, I would still like be here to talk to you guys and meme and shit, but the content, like in quotes, is just the cat. Alright, I think that's good. It might be too thick. We'll see. We have 4 dialects to the Texas accent, depending on which part of Texas. Ah, okay, I see. See, I'm not American at all, so I don't really know how the accents kind of work over there. I will have a sippy. Thank you. 1 second. Good stuff. My tea is cold actually, so it's not good stuff, but it's good stuff. You know what I mean? Ah, Jesus. I need more, like, menthols. I ran out of menthols. I think it was yesterday. Because I like streaming, but I don't like coughing into the microphone, and I can't mute the microphone every time I need to cough. Alright, sometimes I just miss it. Fart bomb? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hang on, I think I'm gonna make this hand smaller. I'm just gonna cut it, like, here. It's more important that the thin parts line up, because I can edit the thick bits, that's not an issue. We'll leave it there. Oh, winter is... Yeah, okay, gotcha. Alright, there we go. Kind of one of these. It looks a little uneven, but I think for the most part, it's gonna be okay. And now I'm gonna copy this hand, see if we can get it to work over here. Oops. Well, we won't quite be able to get it to work, but I'll at least pop the hand, like here. And then like this bit will just get redrawn, I think. I just didn't really want to draw the hand again, that's all. I wanted them to be the same shape, and I forgot to copy paste it before I drew the arm, so that's my bad. But you know, it's not the end of the world. He's just a little guy. He is just a little guy. We love goobs. Hang on, my phone's going off. I just want to make sure it's not who I think it is. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. It's not who I thought it was. Sorry. I have to cough again. Alright, now we're back, guys. Now we're back. For real, for real. 130 points left. Well, you gotta save up points. You get points for watching. Although I think for some of the points you need to like actively be watching, because like you don't get the points unless you open a chest. It's kind of weird. Sometimes stream just gives it to you and sometimes it doesn't. It's odd. Yeah, I've been doing that. Yeah, I wasn't saying that you haven't. I was just saying you gotta watch more to get more points. There's a streamer who I would like to be friends with. I don't think it's safe to say that we are friends because we don't really talk privately, but there's a streamer that I'd like to be friends with. Tavern Cat Records. He does a lot of music streams, or he used to do a lot of music streams, which is what I follow him for. I love the music streams. But he also streams a lot of Final Fantasy, what's the MMO one? 14? And he was streaming yesterday, and I was planning on watching his stream a little bit before we got to like Pokemon Smash or Pass on my own stream. And poor guy can't catch a break. He needs his commissions are open right now for like songs and stuff. Because he needs to start building up his fund because I think he's like moving or something like that. And his computer, bless his heart, black screened like 30 minutes into the stream. And they haven't really been able to get his PC up and running again since then, as far as I know. Which is double unfortunate because the way he makes his money is through like creating music on his PC. So that's not that great. I think they have a GoFundMe open at the moment. Let me see if they do. I think they do. I think they have a GoFundMe open for the PC. It is, yeah, here. The black screen and the PC being 5 years old. The fact that it's 5 years old, it shouldn't have it shouldn't have black screen like that. I think my PC is approaching 5 years old if it's not already. He has a crowdfunding goal here. Let's see. He has a crowdfund on his throne for a new PC. Let's pop this in here. I'll pop it in the YouTube chat as well. You guys don't have to donate or anything like that. It's just something that I'm bringing up because I was just thinking about it. PC troubles are happening a lot these days, at least in this household, so kind of want to help out a little bit, you know? Sorry guys. I have big coffees. Oh, not coffee the drink, I just have big coughs, you know? Alright, let's get back to it. Oops, I keep pressing P. I don't need to press P. It's all good. It takes a while to get used to, switching programs, I will say. I enjoy both programs, though, so I'm not gonna, like, abandon one and stick with the other. There we go. Bring this around. And this... I feel like this angle needs to be changed a little bit. Doesn't matter if it's not, like, super clean. Because eventually the line art is gonna, like, taper anyway. There you go. Nice, cute, even. Goodness me. This doesn't really need to be there. That's just an extension of the neck from sloppy sketch work. The sketch that I had for the original Goob was so clean, and this one is like so not. But that's okay. I can still kind of make out what's happening. This will kind of come out like that. Oh, those are such cute emotes. I love that. Dude, I say this every time I see other people's emotes and how cute they are, but I really, really need to touch up my emotes. I have a new style for them and everything, I just haven't gotten around to it. I was gonna do it when I took my week off of streaming, and just... I just didn't. Really good at drawing emotes for other people, but not myself. Oh, okay. Oh, those are cute ones too. I like the bonk one. The bonk one is adorable. Yeah? Meow meow? I don't know why my cat just needed to announce that he's walking into the kitchen. It's so funny because he doesn't make a lot of noise. Like when he meows and it's audible, you can like physically see the muscles in his face like crinkling up as he's using all of his energy to get a meow out. It's so cute. But when he does meow really loud, it's like the world around him stops. It's like, oh shit, you okay? We heard that. My ex-fiance made that one for me. Aw. It's a very cute emote. Oh fuck, that's the wrong thing. There we go. I don't know what button I pressed just then. Excited for these to be finished. He really wants to see them. He admires the art, but he's too shy. Oh, that's okay. I appreciate that. I think that's sweet. You will at the very least have 2 of them finished tonight. And then if I have some spare time, I might sketch out the others off stream so that next week we're just doing line art and color for them. We'll have to see how that goes. That might not work out. It was the emotes that did it? Oh, really? I love the emotes. I really need to do more of them. I like the sniffer one that I did. It's not on the Twitch thing yet, but I really like that one. That one's fun. I need to add it. I'm scared to add it because it's the only one with such a different style. Maybe I should wait until I have more of them in that style, but it's really fun. I have another being worked on, which basically goes in my personal motto, very nice, very evil. Oh, I love that. He loves spamming the heart one. Oh, so these emotes are really fun. These emotes are actually based off my cat. I plan on keeping them when I get my new emotes in, because a lot of people have grown attached to the Nemi emotes. But yeah, those ones are based off of my cat. Come on, I just want to draw a line, bro. Please, thank you. Ugh. Speaking of cats, I need to feed mine. That's so fair and valid. My cat eats like a fairy, I swear. Oh, he's just gone outside. This, I shouldn't have done this the way I did this. Now I have to cheat some more. Alright, chat, I have to mute again for a little while. Sorry. I'll still work, I'm just not here.
Silv streams are usually way chattier than this. We're just having some technical difficulties in the house. Thank you for everyone sticking around. That being said, we will probably wrap up in the next 10 minutes since it's kinda boring without Silv.
Alright, chat, we're back. We're back. I apologize. It looks like everything has been fixed for the time being. But that being said, it looks like our connection's not the strongest. It looks like we're dropping frames a little bit. So it's probably safer to just end it here. It is an hour early, but I think it's fine. I think you guys won't mind. Yeah, thanks for understanding, guys. I'm sorry for all the silence. I'm sorry. But it can't be helped sometimes. I swear to God, the Monday streams are always the cursed streams. Some shit always happens on Monday. But I digress. Thank you everyone for sitting with me through it. I really wanted to finish this. I probably will finish it, just finish it off stream for like connectivity reasons. And we're gonna play Monster Hunter tomorrow, and hopefully all of our issues are fixed by then. So, stay warm, stay cozy, stay toasty. If you sneezed during the stream at all, bless you. Thank you again for hanging with me, despite all of the silence and the difficulties. And don't be a stranger. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.